Are you good?
I'm waiting on you.
You good?
I'm in my intro. Let me get in. I'm in my zone. I got my brother right here.
Okay.
Look at him. He looking real fly from the back too. You see how that dude? Come on, let's
Are
go.
you good?
I'm waiting on you. Yeah, we all waiting on you, huh? See what I got on?
I told you that I'm not playing the music on actually YouTube because of the issues I've been having. So I played the music for you.
Okay,
If you see the
okay. So
YouTube
I
logo
can
that's
still
on here
cut that
now,
at
then
the
you can start the
intro.
show.
So we done. We in.
We're in, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you, sir. So you know it's your boy Manny Mad Dog, man. I'm so proud, man, on this day, man. This is my 20th episode, man. To have like a real, like a real legend, man, that I really know, that I consider like really a friend.
My
I
brother.
consider that my I consider that my White Castle brother. You know what I'm saying? Like from the bottom to the top, when I was right at the top. He was the king of the bottom. I'm the king of the top. You know what I'm saying? I'm so happy to have you on the Syndicate Network. You know, we talk about past, present, future, because you got a whole lot of past, still got a whole lot of presence, and I know you're already signing up for the future. Bowling! You
My
know what I'm
dog.
saying? I appreciate you so much, man, for taking time to be on here, man. Well, I like rocking with the legends, man, because everything is about that testimonial. It's that legacy talk. You know what I'm saying? When you talk to me, this is what we're doing. Like I said, um, you know, we about to be Odyssey and all that. You already know we iHeartRadio. We already be T-Mobile distribution. You know, with the family, CMD. We got the YouTube running. You know, we got the Facebook going live. So, like I'm building, baby. You show 20 right now, man, but it's about you, baby.
Absolutely. Oh, how you feeling, brother? How
Man,
you? Much
the
love. We
legendary
here.
DJ Jelly, man. Camp, Records, man. Southern Style. I'm gonna take you all the way back, man. Because I come from that time when you was doing the mixed CDs. Like nobody knows, like you the originator of that in my mind. Nobody could tell me nothing different.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
No, we're
That's
gonna
what's
take it
up.
there when you was mixing them DVDs with the music, and we gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're just gonna take it a little bit back till we get there. But they understand I know about there too.
Absolutely. I mean,
We got
man, you've been
DJ Jelly,
around. You've been around.
man.
Thank
Mixtape
you for
mob
having me, bro.
style.
Mixtape
You
Mafia.
know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? A legend, man. Though you are legendary. You know what I'm saying? The president of the United States of America personally gave me a proclamation for you. You know what I'm saying? Lifetime Achievement Award. So you're gonna see that
Man, I
soon.
appreciate it, brother. Come on. I
Soon,
appreciate
but
you, man.
it's on paper
What's up,
already. It's
man?
done.
How you feeling, man?
Eh, Desde Puerto Rico, ya tú sabes, es la verdad, ya tú sabes. So, yo, where are you originally from, bro? Talk to me, man.
Originally, I was born in St. Louis, raised in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm just saying, like I don't just that's what it is, like straight
So
up.
you claim
Shouts out
Atlanta.
to STL. Absolutely, I claim both of them. How about that? I claim both
Okay,
of them.
okay.
For real, like for real, for real. Right now, I'm chilling. Right now, you see the background. I'm at Atlanta, Kentucky, which is the brewery for the legendary hip hop group Nappy Roots, and they doing a thing in Atlanta. So
Oh,
I had to stop by, get a brew, and I
oh.
put my right now my phone is against the brew cup. That's my man. Oh, my man Scales with the ill bars. I'm just saying that's
From
what we doing.
Puerto
I'm up here
Rico to
vibing.
Atlanta.
That's what we do in Atlanta. So everybody in Atlanta right now.
Right, 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 right. So where did you like come up? Like, what was the passion for the music? When did you get the passion to be like, yo, like what was the
This
moment
is
that
it.
hit you that wow, like yo, I love hip hop. Yo, like what was the first thing that impacted you? Name the first thing that you can remember, bro. I don't care if you was fucking 6 months, 6 years, 16.
I
When
mean,
did it first
no,
hit you?
it was. You know what? Well, one, I'm gonna keep it like this because everybody talk about this point of entry, but as far as me learning how to rhyme, it was Rappers Delight. But before that, it was Felix and Jarvis, flamethrower rap, and things like that. You know, when I'm on here as a child listening to them late night on the radio, because radio
Right,
wasn't really playing hip hop back
right.
in
It
the
was it was
'80s. You know
overnight.
that
It was
it
overnight.
was
They don't remember
late
that
night,
time.
like
Yeah, they never
like
had that daytime programming.
see, flamethrower rap, stuff like that, and of course
And you in
Grandmaster
Atlanta,
Flash.
I'm in New York. We experiencing the same thing. Like the programming is
Listen,
late night. Like
listen,
it's like
man,
midnight.
man.
You fucking listen to Ralph McDaniel and all that shit. Fucking 2 o'clock in the morning, man. Red alert. Fuck it after midnight.
Shouts out to Uncle Red. Salute. That's
Yeah.
my
You
uncle,
already know what
man.
it is.
Period. Listen what I'm saying, man. Grandmaster Flash, Wheels and Steels. I was trying to figure out how in the hell he was doing all this shit. I'm trying to catch it with an 8-track. Every time I come on the radio, I push my 8-track to record them.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I'm an OG.
Nah, you just dated yourself.
Yeah. And that's what it is. I'm grown as hell. I'm half the century. I'm cool with that. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be here breathing and still doing hip hop.
Yeah,
And
and still
still, with
relevant. You know what
all,
I mean? After all these years.
man,
Yeah,
come
and you've
on.
gotten
It's
so
a
many
blessing.
accolades over the last year, but we're gonna talk about that later on, man. I just want to get like to the root, like, so what happened? Like, so what was the
I mean,
antithesis?
I decided to leave St. Louis as a teenager because my mother was reading Essence magazine and it was like Bobby Brown builds a 5 point gazillion dollar house in Atlanta, Georgia. I was like, oh, that's why I'm ready to leave. I'm gone. See you later, St. Louis. I'm out. Something must be happening if Bobby Brown building the house. I was like, I gotta go. Straight up. And it was a
That was
wrap
really the
after that.
push, man. That made you leave.
That made me leave St. Louis.
And how much money you figure you had at that point?
Man, my parents' money. I didn't have no damn money. I had a car and got into college at Atlanta College of Art, which is now Savannah. Art. I mean, shoot, bro. I had to hustle the best way I
Right, I
can. I
keep
had to
it a
get.
book. That's why we
I had
here.
to. I had to get to where I was going, and I didn't know how I was going to do it. But I was like, I'm gonna go in that direction. That was important, and the fact that I said, I'm gonna put the balls to the wall. I'm just gonna go straight up.
Yo, at that point, did you have the look already? Because
No,
your look is
no.
your brand, bro. Let's be honest.
I I mean,
Let's be honest. Let's be
not for real, not for
honest.
real, not for
Is
real, for real.
that's been a development.
It's been development like any other artist, right? It's
Yeah.
like that's what ended up happening. That's what ended up happening. But it's listen, man, it was a blessing to come to Atlanta, and Atlanta really too, as a community, as a state, as people accept me, man, and adopt
They
me, man.
embraced you, right?
No, they embraced me. No, it was no different than the first mayor of Atlanta to Dominique to anybody you can
Yeah,
think of who were
yeah,
milestones in Georgia that wasn't from Georgia, and it's a
yeah,
blessing, a
yeah.
blessing.
It's like a gumbo now. Would you say that?
Yeah, but you know what? Atlanta's always been a gumbo because historically, you got to think this has been really kind of the gateway through everywhere to up north to south to everywhere.
Yeah,
Atlanta's been there
that's what I'm
historically,
saying. It's linked a lot of things. It's become like the midpoint between the
right?
north. Like if you coming from, you know what I'm saying? Like if you coming from New York, you gonna bang, you know what I'm saying? And then you gonna hey wait,
Carolinas,
bang.
Miami,
And if you coming
wherever.
up and up that way, bang. And I'm going that way, bang. And then I'm going, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it become like I tell you, man, it really became, not from the Bronx, it really became a hub.
Yeah,
And
it's
you was
definitely a
always
hub,
the
and
leader
it's
of
known
that.
as that. You know, some people are saying "Baby New York." I mean, which I get because
Nah, nah, nah,
that's the
nah, nah,
hub.
nah.
But yeah, no,
Nah.
Atlanta's his own thing, though.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
been a
yeah.
blessing.
Don't do that, man. That's like saying it's baby Brooklyn. You know, they don't do that.
No, no, no,
Like,
no, 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 no. Atlanta is
no,
definitely his
I'm just
own
saying. You know,
thing.
I'm not saying you doing it. I'm just saying people shouldn't do that. It is what it is, man. Atlanta is
Right,
really
right,
like,
right, right.
you know what I'm saying? It became its
It's a
own beast.
monster. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's definitely it's no longer a big country town. It's really become a world city now. That's where we at. You
and you
know, in two
feeling
more
that, right?
years, it's about 2 more years. The World Cup is here. Like you think about as far
Yeah,
as activities in the United States, as far as events and everything, it's like one of the number one places in the United States for everything.
yeah, yeah,
Crazy,
yeah.
bro. When I first came here, I saw nothing but trees. Now it's concrete and trees.
Where
Now
did you
they now,
initially touch down?
I touched down in '89.
Okay, and
89.
like,
When Freaknik was
what was
really
the
starting to
touchdown
jump
like?
off. Huh?
What was the
What was
touchdown like, and who did you initially connect with?
I mean, when I touched down here, it was crazy. Raheem the Dream, shouts out to Raheem the Dream,
I had a
who is
dream.
an Atlanta legend.
Yes, yes.
I was actually when I was in college in '89, and I was doing video then. It was a film class, and I
Hold on, hold
videotaped.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Okay,
Rewind.
rewind.
Go back to that, man. So you was doing film where, what, how, who, what?
In Atlanta. I had a video. It was called a video class, but it was really
Okay.
film. And I ended
Okay.
up going out and videotaping Raheem the Dream at a skating rink. I think it was a skating rink in Decatur, and it was crazy. That was like my first artist in Atlanta that I connected with. And then from there in '89, well, yeah, in the '89,
In
'90, I got a
'89,
job.
around that, where, not yet.
Listen, I got a job in Magic City. Shouts out to DC, the Brain Supreme. Whoop, there it is. He gave me a job. And I was working
Mm.
at, and listen, and I was working at Bobby Brown's studio as an intern at the same time.
Hold on. Now that you mentioned Bobby Brown, man, you know next week I got AJ Alexander, so I know you know AJ.
Wow. Look at you.
Hey, they don't know yet. That's why I've been
Okay.
leaking out
Now
stuff.
they
Like
know.
I put out that
So,
little,
I,
you saw that
so
little promo with him and Usher, but
look, look, everything began to start to snowball, man. It was crazy too.
yeah.
Like
But go ahead, man. You just said something. You touched on
I
something. Go
just
ahead.
started following, once I started from there, getting the Bobby Brown studio, I started meeting people like Gene Griffin, rest in peace,
Yeah.
OGs,
Hey,
Christopher
that's like the
Williams,
real
Stephanie
OG. That's the
Mills.
original Suge Knight. They
Right.
don't even
The
know.
original Suge Knight. You
The
right.
original. He was hanging.
I
He was the one that was really hanging niggas by their legs. Like, hey, I don't know nothing.
so so just just one thing after another, and just the fact that I'm a person that like to hustle and like to find out things, and I'm curious and I'm gonna get to it, and then just start falling into
How
different
old was you at this
situations.
point? Would you say?
18.
Like, if you was getting in, like, really starting to say, like, was your
18.
objective like to be a DJ, or I want to be in
Yeah.
the business? Like, what was the initial objective? Like, what was the antithesis to really be like,
You know
like
what?
what? This is what I'm doing
Listen.
for life.
Listen, my brother, I love creativity. I love DJing. I love hip hop. I mean, hip hop saved my life, and people say that, but that's very real. Like
Last night a
I really
DJ
was.
saved my life.
Listen, hip hop itself saved me because
Right.
I enjoy it so much. I love it. Just a child of hip hop. I mean, come on, man. It's in my DNA, like yours, straight up.
Amazing. Amazing,
And
man.
that's
So we've
what
been
and
doing this
that's
for
what
so
drove
long.
me. The excitement of hip hop drove
Yeah.
me.
But what was like
Period.
I said, like what was like really what was like, yo, what was the aha moment? I need to know the aha moment. Like, yo, I could do this and get money to do it.
Aha moment I noticed I get money to do was when I was in college in '89, and I threw a party at the school, and just having the popularity in my mind was like, you know what, I can make money out of this. And then I got hired at Magic City, which was a job, but at the same time, I understood my brand as a
What is Magic
DJ.
City for those who don't know?
Magic City, come on, man. Who you need
I
to
mean,
Google
I
if
mean,
you got.
it is
I'm
for
talking
me
not
and
you,
for my
not
listeners
you.
that they
Come
don't,
on, brother. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about the rest of the world. Magic City is like the epicenter of Atlanta culture, of the entertainment. It's the biggest strip club, ideally in the scheme of the whole Atlanta layout. Period. It just is, and it's legendary. It's more legendary than me.
a lot,
Shout,
a lot of
shouts
people
out
have
to
come through
Magic.
there, right?
A lot of people, man. I'm talking about politicians, sports folks, rappers. First of all, in Atlanta in the 90s and the 2000s, you broke a lot of music
It's
through
like
strip
112,
clubs.
right? I mean, I don't know
Right.
if
But
we're there yet when you mentioned
we
in
ain't
Magic
got there,
City, but
but it's all, I mean,
so we're not
that's,
there. Okay. Come on.
listen, the 112 is on that same line of what was happening as far as staples in Atlanta, of course, in
Okay, okay,
entertainment.
okay.
And listen, you got your music broke through Magic City and other strip clubs. That was just the entry of your success through these strip clubs. And I was right there in those moments because you had Freaknik really jumping off at that time. You had Magic City, you had Club 112, and I can run down the list. Miss Sharon, the Queen of
Yes.
Atlanta, Sharon Showcase. That's what it was, man. These were the stones that really helped build the entertainment. Now, we cannot leave out LaFace. Because when you talk about
Nah, come on, man. You can't
music
leave out
structure
Ian
in the
Burke.
industry,
Hold on,
they
hold on.
were
You
right
can't leave out
there.
Ian either. Ian
They were
Burke.
jumping that off. When you talk about the industry and that infrastructure, which was very important to Atlanta's success.
And then people always forget, like, even what Vince did, you know what I'm saying, on the back end.
Man, come on. Shout out
Vince
my brother
Bullock,
Vince.
man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be
Look,
honest.
Mad Dog, you gonna have to have 5, 16 chapters dealing with me and you and me. So yeah, seriously though. So that
No.
was going on.
Yeah, that happened with me with John Cabell. He was like, nigga, we're gonna have to do a part two, right? I said, yeah, we can't get all
Exactly.
the way
So I
there.
mean, those were
But
the
go ahead.
things in the
I'm
early.
sorry, man.
Yeah, those.
It's just
Oh,
like
you
you made
good?
me start reminiscing, like,
Right. So those were the
yeah,
things in the early '90s that really, along with my excitement, that just, that was my journey
yeah,
in the
and a
early
Jack the
'90s.
Rapper.
Oh, Jack the Rapper. How can I forget about that? Me being in a room with Tretch was the man. This is like 90, 91. He was the man. I remember Tretch and them, he had to go off and do an interview. It was me, Tretch, Tupac, and another one of my partners. So Tupac couldn't go
Woo!
in. He was trying to go in, but he wasn't
Woo!
popping in. Tretch was the man.
Yeah.
Tupac was out there in the lobby trying to holler at every woman that passed by, bro. They was hitting a nigga, get out my face, blah blah blah. That was, I could just remember that moment, seeing that. That was
Now, let me
crazy
ask you a question. Was that with the one in Atlanta
in
or the one
Atlanta.
in Orlando, the last one in
No, Atlanta.
Orlando?
Only ones I'm
Okay,
talking about is Atlanta. I
when we
didn't
was
go
there
to
with
no.
Diddy and Death Row.
No. I didn't go anywhere. All my stuff, all my Jack the Rap experiences were in Atlanta.
Okay. And they had it there when Jermaine was doing this thing too.
Shouts out to Jermaine all day. Shouts out
Yeah.
to Rico Wade, Pat,
Uh,
Ray Murray, Organized Noise too.
uh, uh,
Shouts out to Kirk. You know Kirk and Rashida that's on Love and Hip Hop.
of
Kirk
course.
Kirk had his money in Rashida's group, the Capers. He had the billboards
Yep.
before Jermaine. Before
Yep.
Jermaine Dupri.
Let them know. Let them
Kirk
know.
was putting that money in. Shouts out to Kirk.
Nah, yeah. He a real
OG.
G. Real G. Like they don't
Putting it
even
down
know.
in Atlanta
Fuck all
early
that
ahead of
TV
time.
shit.
Absolutely.
Don't
So
get
yeah,
caught
man,
up in what you see. Understand what you hear.
yeah, man. So that was the early years, man. I enjoyed it. I mean, I loved it.
The Freakniks, you know what I'm saying?
All the Freakniks,
Um,
shouts out to MC Assault, my partner Big We was out there laying the music and the foundation for Freaknik. You had to come up to us because we had all the booths in Atlanta on lock. We had all the Freaknik vending spots on lock.
all
Period.
down.
From 90
Yeah.
to the end of it. Period. And
But
all the artists, I was helping
nah.
breaking their music.
Yo, I gotta ask, man. I gotta ask, man. Cause people be asking me, I'll be like, I don't even know, man. How did you and Big get together, man? And let me tell you, bro, I'm coming. And let me just say this real first, man, because I honor y'all so dope. And I got it's crazy because he also got a presidential proclamation coming from me as well. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Because what y'all did, um, even me coming from the Bronx, bro, like it was so massive what y'all was doing. Like, yo, so crazy. Like I always envisioned like watching a 16-wheeler truck going down the road, state to state, rap. And then I come to Atlanta and Big got it.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, I never seen it since. I'm gonna be all the way to
Man,
fuck
we were so ridiculous, man. You know,
And
you
then
gotta
how
think
many
about it.
stores was it again?
I mean, we had over 15
Retail stores.
retail stores, but we had, I don't know, 500 plus wholesalers around the Southeast region. Not even including
Your
up
credit
top.
on distribution, even before
Nah,
we got the cots and all that with the walk it out. I
exactly.
remember
Shouts
being
out to
like, guys, they
Shadow.
were like, "What you think?" I was like, "Man, that shit is." And I was telling Shadow and D like, "Yo, that shit
Shadow
fire."
and D. Shouts out to Shadow and D. Man, listen, we was out there putting it down, bro, because you gotta think about it.
Yeah,
We were like the first big conglomerate in terms of an independent hip hop
Big
label in
on.
Atlanta, Georgia. Big on Records.
Yeah, shout out Big
Absolutely.
on.
And going back to the story, how we met with
Yeah,
Oak
yeah.
was
Come
when
on. So how did that come
me and
together?
MC Assault started with the mixtapes on the streets. And
Yeah,
one of our shouts out to Big Lee, he was Oom's partner, and he was like, "Man, them boys out there really working hard, Big. You need to connect with them because they about what they doing." And Oom got with us, man. It was a blessing. Oom was like, "What y'all need?" He started kicking it in like
yeah,
that,
yeah,
and we
chopping it
started
off.
growing from doing a mixtape to
Didn't y'all have like a
stores.
studio in the back, like at one of the stores as well?
We had a studio in every store. How about
Yeah,
that?
my bad, my bad. Okay, let
No,
me
no,
get it.
no, you good,
My bad.
bro.
Let me
We had
get
a
it all the
studio in
way
every
right. Big
store.
baller, big baller.
It wasn't a big ball. It was just a
Nah,
necessity,
nah. That
right?
was
We
incredible for
had
that time.
to. We had
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
And we took this thing on the road and started really branding the mixtapes to the labels and really promoting
So what was the
the
mixtape,
downs.
man? Was that the Southern style?
No, well, we eventually became Southern Style, and I'll tell you about that
Hold on, hold
story.
on. What was the video mixes again, man? I know the
That
name. It's
came
on
in
my
the period
page.
of the Southern Style when we really coined our name, because before it was DJ Jelly, MC Assault, and DJ Monte. And then we
Okay.
end
Shout
up
out
forming
Monte.
the shouts out to my brother Monte doing the
Yeah,
big on the road
and
with
one of
T-Pain
those
right
incredible
now.
DJs, man,
And
and producers
producers.
too.
And
Yeah,
producers.
that this you know we
So
here, bro.
listen.
We here. Go ahead.
I mean, the Southern Style came when we originally I was doing something with Greg Street and Casper. Shouts out to my brother Casper and Greg Street
Yeah, the whole family,
with
Hitman DJs and all that.
the Hitman DJs. Then Assault was like, man, we need to do our own thing. And so we ended up creating Southern Style DJs.
Shout
Shouts
out
out to
Assault,
OG, Triple
man.
OG, MC Assault. So anyway, I mean, the journey been incredible. The store's been incredible. The label itself. Um, and, we
It's the
went from
history
mixtapes
of
to
of
doing
that.
radio.
Yeah, it's the
Uh-huh.
history of there, man. Let's be honest.
Man, we broke
Like you
every
can't talk
artist.
about like there's certain people like you can't talk about Atlanta without talking about Jermaine Dupri. You can't talk about it with Ian Burke. You can't talk about what I told DJ Jelly, Gray Street. It's certain components and it goes on and on and on. But the beauty of it is that you are part of that component.
Correct.
And
And you,
a
my
big
brother, and
room,
you got
what
me
y'all
some White
did,
Castles.
some style. But go ahead, man. Yo, and I used to love I remember I used to come, man, from New York, bro. You used to give me the love pack in terms of the DVDs. I was
Absolutely,
he give me
man.
like 10 of them in the bag, dude. And
Man,
they was
it's a
incredible because you was
blessing.
mixing and am I too far ahead of the story or we
No,
right
you're
on
not.
time?
We right on time. We right on
Okay.
time with it. Because with the mixed DVDs, the mixed DVDs came about when we created the Big TV, which was a video
Yeah.
show that we did from 99 to 2010. Shouts out to Wyclef who did our
Mm.
last episode. He did a mad
Mm.
freestyle. We haven't even released all this content yet. We're about to. On our YouTube,
Oh,
on our Big YouTube channel.
woo.
So we did a mix show. We did the Big TV. It was like how
Yeah, I
you all in
remember.
New York had um
Like Ralph McDaniels, you know what I'm
Ralph
saying? The video music
McDaniels
vibe.
and
Nah, yeah,
yeah,
it
the
was
video
like
music,
it was
right? So
competitive. It
that's
was
what
like,
we did.
I was going back and forth, so I was comparing it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh yeah,
No,
but
that's
you
what that
started
was.
like Ralph, but
Yeah.
Ralph never did like the DVDs and all that. Like you
So
went.
no. So let me back it up. So that's
Hold on,
what the
we're going to
necessity
playlist.
for. We started editing shows. We're like, why don't we just edit our music in the videos? And
Right.
you know, it was crazy. From shouts out to MC Assault to DJ Voodoo, Monte. We just got to it, bro. And shouts out to DJ Juice up in Jersey. He was on his shit too with the mixed
Dude,
DVDs at the
wow.
same time.
Yeah,
Salute to my
yeah.
brother Juice.
I
Yeah,
forgot about that.
yeah. So, bro, and that was the late '90s and early 2000s when we started that
Yeah.
situation. So, and so we move forward. We've done a lot of legwork in Atlanta, from breaking every artist you can think of that came out of Atlanta, old and new, to radio. Speaking of radio, shouts out to B103, shouts out to Hot, who gave me my first radio show, which was the first all Atlanta music radio show called the 5 o'clock Traffic Jam in
Great
'98.
segue. Great segue.
Listen, it was all Atlanta music. Never been done on Atlanta radio ever. Because
Ever
before then
at
it was
that
all
time.
New York and West Coast. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had
yeah,
an
yeah,
hour
yeah. You
show.
was because you was coming back there because I know I was there with you, so you was coming to New
Yeah.
York like on the regular. Eating them
98,
White Castle
99. Shouts out
hamburgers,
to
man, on Bruckner
listen.
Boulevard.
Shouts out to Justo. Rest in peace, my brother
Just,
Justo, who was bringing me
oh
up to New York
man,
during that time. Right?
man, come on, man. The mixtape awards, man. That's my brother, man. God bless, bro.
So
So
shouts
go
out to
ahead,
Hot.
man.
Hot
And
gave
me
me my
picking
first.
you up and coming to Bruckner, man.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm Central. You like, yo, I don't want no White Castle in Manhattan, nigga. I want in the Bronx, son. By Bruckner
Under the
Boulevard, by
bridge.
the Yo, you was real like a motherfucker. Like, yo, man, no, come get me, son.
But you know
And
what,
you know how many
man?
people we ran into while we was up in there?
That
How
was
many
dope.
times
That
we
was
ran
fire.
down with somebody like, yeah, like we were there at 5 o'clock. Everybody getting out of the club, they going there. I was like, okay, I understand why he want to do this.
That was dope. That was dope. And I appreciate you for that, brother. So the
Yeah,
journey
come
has
on.
been crazy from 90 till now. I mean, so we went past the radio, we just ran that 5 o'clock traffic jam. Then we get
How
into
did
the
you get up with Reggie and
2000s.
all that? Was Reggie there at the time?
Well, Reggie came in 2005.
Okay, yeah, okay,
That's when I went back to V103. Because I started
okay.
off with V103 in the early '90s with Ryan Cameron. Shouts out to Ryan
Nah.
Cameron. Do it all for
You
Ryan.
fucking with Big Ray now. Shout out what they doing, man.
Shouts out
I
Big
was
Ray too. That's my
yeah,
brother.
yeah, that's my brother
So
from the
so let
Bronx, baby.
yeah. So 2005 comes. So we talk about the era of BMF. We're talking about shouts out to Beat
Yeah,
Meech and everybody,
yeah,
Baby Blue. I mean,
yeah. All that
just
time, yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah, that was a good time though,
Blue
man.
Division.
Like I ain't gonna
That
lie,
was
we
kind
spent
of.
money.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, man. That was kind of the end for me, end of the excitement that Atlanta, the allure of Atlanta, like why people want to come to Atlanta with all the, that was the that excitement as far as hip hop and entertainment. That was kind of last of that era in the 2005s
Yeah,
and the BMFs.
yeah,
Me too. On the for real,
yeah,
dog.
yeah.
Shouts out to Baby D.
Yeah,
Rest
yeah,
in
yeah.
heaven, Lil
My
C.
nephew, man. Yo, oh my
Yep.
God.
So
He let
all
you
that was going on during that time, and I
with
went
the
back to
condo.
V. So I was back at V. Shouts out to Reggie. So I got back to
Yeah.
V, started blowing up the Jeezy stuff, and moving forward, man, the journey has been incredible. I mean, got involved with Red Bull, doing the sound select stuff. We talk about 2012,
What's
13,
that about?
15.
What was that about?
The
The Red
sound
Bull
select
stuff.
for Red
'Cause I
Bull was
remember that.
about breaking new artists like SZA. We're talking about 2012, like SZA.
Right.
Stuff like that. Just
Yeah.
giving the
I'm listening.
platform to artists, and we were doing it through places like Atlanta,
Who was picking the
Nashville.
records? Was that you or was that executives? Like, was that paid for placements? Let's be honest about
I mean, it was the DJs. It was
it.
people like Red Bull at the time before social media really blew. Like it was happening, But Red Bull was on the forefront of that at that time, and I was blessed to be a part of that journey. Definitely. Mad Dog, where you go to, man?
I'm right here. No, I'm right here. I had to drink something, man, real quick. Okay, so now you develop the DVDs. How you moving the DVDs, man, with the mixes and all that?
Listen,
How's
man,
the record? Y'all got like fucking 8, 9 motherfucking stores. Big
well, right
fans,
now,
trucks.
yeah.
He doing all that shit at that point, man. Like,
So right now, listen, you can
hold
follow.
on, let me finish. Y'all building a
Okay.
big ass fucking movement. Like, I don't know if you know, bro, because I'm sitting in the Bronx in New York going, who the fuck are these dudes? You know, but I'm coming out to support everything, the car shows and all that shit. You feel me?
Right.
And I'm like, yo, you know, and you my family at this point. So like what was the movement like, bro? Like, how big did it really, really get, man? Like when Walk It Out came and then we all walked in the cars together. I remember that day, bro.
Man, we
We was
were
in
off
New
the chain.
York, I was pulling up in front, man.
2005, 2006, we really went hard. Shouts out to Koch Records. Shouts out to D. Shouts out to my brother Shadow, who I had the first
Yeah,
initial conversation with.
hold on.
Shadow was,
Marlene Dominguez, my Latina sister.
oh, yes.
Ah,
Where's she
yeah,
at?
yeah.
Where's she at?
I'm not.
Oh my God, much love to her. That was my sister. That's my sister.
That was my baby girl, bro. She should cut my
Man,
check.
man, she was on it, bro. She was just so in
She was
tune.
on it,
And when I'm saying in tune,
on it.
I don't even think by
That's
even
why
music, but
Alan
just by
Drummond like
people.
really fuck with her. You feel me? Real
That part.
talk. 'Cause I know, you know, I knew Alan from Relativity Red Days. I was in with him back then. But that's a whole, you know, that we'll be on for another 2 hours. But
Gotcha. So I mean, that journey was
bro,
crazy. I mean, it just really
but when you got
solidified.
there to that point where you got that national like bang,
We got the
what was that
national
like?
attention. It was
Yeah.
it was a beautiful thing because we did it ourselves, and that was like one of the first independent hip hop records that really blew nationally. And with all our hard work from Big to MC Assault to DJ Voodoo to BF
Walk it
to
out. Walk it out.
Monte to
Walk it
everybody,
out.
that just showed all the work we've been doing previous to that from
Right.
93 on. You know what I'm saying? So that was a
Right. The
blessing,
build
man.
up, man.
It was the build up.
Yeah, because
And
y'all really built it from a retail chain, man. So y'all really created your own command even before that, man. Like y'all was already doing numbers in terms of distribution and all that. Like
absolutely. But that
when
just
there was
really
that
just blew it
physical
over,
shit. Yeah, when there was
that
that
was that.
physical shit.
And I think everybody supported. Then we went on to producing records like for Flow Rider, the Low record, and things of that
Right,
nature. We didn't
right.
stop,
Who
and we
produced that?
haven't stopped.
Who produced that? Who
These
produced
shouts out
that
to my
flow? Right,
brother,
come on, let me know shit.
my little brother DJ Monte, who put it down. And we have like 15 artists that tried to do the record, but it didn't ever work for them. But then Flow Rider came and E-Class them, and it was a wrap. Like
It was a wrap. Out of
it
here.
was a wrap. One of the biggest records in the last 10, 15 years.
Let's go.
So we didn't stop, brother. And even till now, we're still doing our thing. We're on, all record,
Let's
all
talk
the
about
radio
now, baby
station.
D back out. Baby D be beasted.
Man, listen, we still
That's
have
my
our big
nephew.
listen, we still have a big record store in Old National Flea Market to this day.
Hold on, I heard y'all got
Slanging the
Chico
tape.
too. Chico down.
Chico, shout out to Chico Quay, coming from the bottom. He from Brown County,
That's my boy.
Florida,
That's
Miami.
my brethren, man.
doing his things about to do real big in South by Southwest coming up in the next couple of
Yeah,
weeks.
he was letting me know.
Man, we haven't stopped yet, bro. It's like that. It's a blessing to still be breathing, still communicate with artists. We got Big Corey, Son, who's doing a lot of production for Mooney Long, and everybody. Like,
Okay,
we have not stopped yet.
they ain't never stopped. How many
Monte
years
just
later
picked up
now
2 records let's say technically from 1990. So what is that? 34 years?
34 years, baby.
Man, since we were
I'm
kids.
87. You see that right here? I'm 87.
So I mean, so the thing, not to put it in a nutshell, but really, man, just that
Nah, don't
we
put you
develop,
can, bro. Like break it
nah,
down.
we develop
How many
careers.
doors? Yo, let's be honest, man. How many doors did Walk It Out really open up for y'all? That was really like
I
the
mean,
breakout
for us, it opened up a lot on top
in
of what
terms
we
of
was
going
already opening.
national.
Yeah, it opened up a lot, man. Like I said, we went on to do the floor riders and all that. Just kept going up and up, and it's nonstop. To me being on the VH, different award shows, doing the
Yeah. You
music.
going to shit you had never gone to. Let's be
I
honest.
mean, you're right. No, but it's a but
It
that's
was a
the blessing.
blessing, though. It's a
But
blessing.
listen, it comes from hard work. And I'm gonna
Nah.
be honest with you too. Like even now, I just came from a meeting with with MC Assault, Monte. Like, we have to listen. You got to
Family affair.
restructure. Family affair. And I'm gonna let y'all in on we restructuring things. You have to do them every so many often
Sometimes every
years, a
so often.
decade.
They don't get it every so often, bro. You gotta cut off the dead
You
meat.
have to restructure.
You gotta regroup.
Whether we argue, whether we whatever fight,
Yeah.
guess what? We
Yeah.
got to sit down at the table. I literally just
And see how we gonna
came from
pivot
up the
this shit
street.
again.
Thank you. And here we are. I'm here
And we
with Mad Dog.
family. No. And the beauty of the day, y'all been family for so long.
Yeah, we raised
Every
each
so
other.
often you gotta kind of sit down and reconfigure.
Yeah,
Like,
we
yo,
raised each
what we
other.
really doing, man? Because it's so like you over here and I'm over here and you over here. Like when we show up, be over here
Yeah, you have to
together,
do that. And I just want to make that point where
and
you
it's
have
all
to,
right.
you have to. That's just part of having a career, not blowing up. 1 or 2 years and that's it. No,
Yeah,
we've been
speak
spanning
on
three
that.
decades, most of our life. So literally, I just like I'm telling you, man. I literally just came from up the street, the big office down the street on MLK, across from Washington
Yeah,
High. I'm
yeah.
at Atlanta, Kentucky right now with Nappy Roots. Down the street, we had to
Okay.
restructure and have a meeting
Uh,
for
and
the
how does that
future.
feel? How does it feel like all these years later, man?
Man, I'm gonna
To
tell you
like
something,
really
man.
just even be here and still be
I'm
relevant,
gonna tell
man.
you, listen,
And how do you feel that you adapt like who you are and what you done to where you are and where you going?
man. I thank everybody that supported me, my crew, and appreciating. Like, with the entertainment, you like in and out. But to really have a career in entertainment is another thing. And to really have that support factor, man, I can't even put words into it right now. I can't tell you I can't. I just thank God. That's it.
Let me ask you a question, man. When was the moment that you felt I made it?
I'm gonna tell you the moment. I was with MC Assault and my partner Starvin Marv. We were at a four-way stop in the West End, over here down the
In
street,
the West
Simpson
End,
Road,
yeah.
Westlake, and
You know, I was gonna
and
make
I
a part of
listen,
it.
listen. In four different parking lots, I heard my mixtape playing at the same
Oh,
time. Different mixtapes. I was in the middle of it. I can never
hold on.
forget it.
Different ones, not even the same one.
Nah, different
Oh
ones. I
shit.
was in, and I heard it from four different parking lots, and it blew me. It was a moment that I had, even though I was with my partners, but for me, I was like, "Oh, this is it." And I'm gonna tell you another defining moment following that.
So
We gonna
it had
fast
nothing to do
forward.
real quick. So it had to do with money. It was what was it
Nah,
about? It was
no,
more about
no, no.
acceptance. Like,
It was
yo,
about
they get it.
acceptance. It was about acceptance, and they get it. You said it.
See, we don't ever talk about that. Yeah.
And that's what it's
It
about.
don't
It
be
wasn't
about
about,
money, but
oh, I'm
sometimes
going to
it's something
make this
about accept. Like,
bag.
yo, they get it.
No, 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 no. They get it. They get it.
Yeah.
And what I'm doing is worth it.
Yeah.
Now, don't
The
get me
money
wrong.
come with that. I try to tell them, man, the
Listen,
money come with them
it comes with the
understanding.
work.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
man. Listen, man. Listen. I done
Yes, sir.
got booed. I done got booed and all that. You got to understand something. When I first started DJing
When you
on the
got food.
road, a lot of times when I started DJing on the road in the early '90s, I'm talking about I'm going up to Virginia. I'm going up to the Carolinas. I got booed because I'm playing Dirty South music. They didn't understand that in the early 90s. We
So
talking
how
about
did you go?
92,
What was the brand? Was it
93.
Southern Style, Big Like, what was the brand at the time that
No,
you
it
was
was
driving?
DJ Jelly. Now, you got to understand something.
Okay.
I would do the New York sets. I would do the West Coast sets. But when I
Right.
do the Dirty South sets at that time, people look at me like, man, get that country shit up out of here.
Ah.
I ain't talking about one or two times. I'm talking about a lot of time because people didn't understand
And
what
what
was
would you
going
say were the
on.
country records that you was playing that they didn't like?
I was playing stuff like
Like
early
what? Some
Ghetto
Pastor
Boys.
Troy.
No, this is before that. I'm talking about early Ghetto Boys. I'm
Oh.
talking about Luke.
Oh.
I'm talking about Kilo records. I'm talking about
Oh.
even Sammy Sam, some of the early Big stuff. They didn't understand that music.
Oh.
People didn't understand. I'm
No,
talking. I'm
they
going.
wasn't ready for that.
No, listen. I'm going right up the street to the Carolinas to Virginia, and they still
Yeah.
was like, "Get that country shit up out of here." Little John, they wasn't accepted. I remember one time Little John came
Nah,
to
they were still listening to that
listen.
DC shit too.
Listen. I remember one time Lil Jon couldn't get in. It was a music summit somewhere. I don't know if it was Mixed Show Power Summit, something. They were looking at
Yeah.
him like, man,
Nah,
who the
he
fuck
was
is
there,
this?
Mitchell Power something.
Listen, I'm talking about the early stuff, maybe the mid 90s, maybe like 96. They was looking at
Mm.
him like, man, no,
I got him in the
And I
place
had
so
to
he
go
can
get Lil Jon. I was like, man, he's straight. You know what I'm saying? We had those moments. You don't have the moments with artists. Like, people didn't know what was going
That was
on.
the Blunt TVT days, man.
Yeah. So I mean, the journey ain't been all great, but the journey has been a blessing,
Yeah.
nonetheless.
But yo,
And I want to continue.
That's what I'm saying. Like right now, I'm just gonna ask your opinion, man. What is your take on where the music is at in terms of quality?
Quality is horrible. And I don't. And you know what? I'm
And
not gonna fully blame.
artistry. Hold on. Let's
Yeah.
not only take the quality of music to take, but even the artistry, man, in terms of the artists.
Well, when I say it's horrible, I'm talking about in terms of the popular music. That's all. On the radio, the radio is still relevant. You have to understand that, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen. Yeah,
let them know. Let them
we
know.
got
Let them know. Let them
internet.
know.
We have internet. We have our websites and everything, and we're digital, but regular secular radio is still relevant. As far as what's being really
Let them
pushed on
know. And
radio,
you're a DJ. Let
yeah.
them know, bro.
And I'm on V103
still
still.
B2. You know what I'm saying? Or we all the way online. Like I've heard Cat be like, bro, I'm about them numbers.
Yeah, I mean it's a business, right?
Right.
It's a business.
And
When
you
these
explain
labels
that because
really,
you play both sides.
yeah. Listen, I mean, in terms of radio business and music business, listen, labels have to pay their bills, and they have artists that they're gonna push to make their money. And
Mm-hmm.
radio is going to be that outlet. Regular radio is going to be that, even digital like XM and all that. It's going to be that outlet. And it's a business. I get it. I think people that are in power to make these decisions, for the most part, as far as the flavor and what's going on, have abused it. And I'm talking about people who I know personally, who I've come up with, who are in their 40s and 50s and 60s, who I know. Because they're just like, look, I gotta get a check to take care of my family and take care of my kids in college. I get that part, but there's still a responsibility of, I think, of artistry. You open up with artistry,
Right.
and we're not visiting that enough for the people who are in those positions to push the button. We're not, okay, and they know that they bullshitting. Most
real
of
quick,
them.
man, as an artist, man, and you being from that side, man, if you had an artist right now that you're talking to and having a one-on-one conversation with them, where would you tell them to push their music?
Man, I'll be honest with you. Get your website up and going for now. Start with that first. Period. Just start with your website first. All those people who you got in your phones who like you, your likes, try to at least get 20, 30% of them on a regular to spend money at your website. That's all. Start there first.
More
before
engagement.
you go into radio.
Engagement.
Huh?
More engagement.
More engagement.
Social media.
I mean, those people you every morning we wake up and we go right to our phone. Those people who liking your stuff, try to get some of the people to get involved into what you're doing and pay that dollar, excuse me, for that song.
Yeah.
That's it. Just start there first. Start there first with your content and your own base. And then you worry about radio after that. Start there and build up your brand, build up your numbers. With all them likes in your phones. Try to get those people to get involved in what you're doing and pay that $1.99 or $1 for that song that you got on your site first. And then go from there. Then you start talking to radio people.
Is that where you at?
Who, you talking about me?
Yeah.
No, as far as mix, now listen, you can go, listen, as far as mixes, you can go to our site, www.mixtapemobsters.com. And you can stream the mixes.
Say it again. Hold on. Without me saying that, say it again.
Mixtapemobsters.com is where you can go stream all the mixes, all the jelly mixes, Assault, Monte, and even our new guy, DJ Blue, Super Blue. You go right there and stream. Shout out Super Blue, man. Young gun, hold that thing down, bro.
I say he the next generation, man. I see him.
Next generation, bro. Next generation.
You got to support the next generation.
And speaking of that, it's a lot of young DJs I love, man. I respect and I follow and I support.
Can you go to the top of your head that you love, that you salute right now in your community right now?
DJ Super Blue, DJ Kashi, DJ Popo. Just them DJ Reese Boogie. He's in high school. I mean, I love it. I love it because it continues, right? The legacy of DJing and hip hop continues. Now, am I gonna slow down? No, not until God tell me to sit my butt down somewhere. But in the meantime, I'm gonna still keep going in.
Now you coming up with the
because I love it. I love it. It's like part of my bloodline. You know, the vitals that keep you alive.
Right. It gives us a drive every time we wake up in the morning and put our 10 toes down, bro. Is what we do, man. And even if we don't want it, we're gonna fix it.
Listen, man, I love you. I know we had disconnects here and there. I love you. I love you. Period. Shouts out to Mama too.
Yeah, man. Thank you, brother. I told her too that I was about to have the legendary. You always talking about him, man. She said because she always remembers about the White Castle.
Man, listen, man, and when that thing went down in Puerto Rico,
isn't that the one that wanted to have the White Castle hamburgers in Bruckner? He wanted to be right down the block from hip hop. I said, listen, and we would always run into somebody when we was there.
It was crazy. Listen, man, even when the stuff happened in Puerto Rico recently, a couple of years, everybody. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Everybody in the industry and definitely in Atlanta was concerned about y'all.
Weeks ago, bro.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people put together, man, and I appreciate that, man. But everybody, man, it's about you tonight, man. So you already know. So I was in case for those that don't know, man, I was able to proclaim through my name and my relationships, a Lifetime Achievement Award, Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award from Joe Biden that is sitting for my brother in Atlanta. But I refuse to have anybody give it to him except me. But it's there. How does that feel to know that they recognize you at that level?
Man, I cannot stop even saying blessings. And I thank the Lord. I can't stop saying that. Because that's what we're here for anyway. We are in the likeness of the Lord of God, bro. And it's very for real. Period. I don't care what you say. It's very for real. This whole show could be about God. For real.
I mean, it's about God because God is through us.
Yeah.
So it's never not God sent. This is why you and me have been in cahoots for so many years on so many levels.
A long time, bro.
Yeah, like really a long time, man.
Yeah.
And a great support system of each other. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
People understand that we don't hear the outside noise. That's why I tell people, man, like sometimes you got to go through things just like brothers do, just like family do, just like people in business do, man. But as long as we stick together, it's like, yo, come on, man. We can get to the promised land together. It's like, yo, where we going next? I got
There you
this, you
go.
got this, I got that, you got that. You know what I'm saying? Like, where we going next with this? So in
Brother,
terms of
listen.
what you doing and to continue your legacy, because you've been getting a whole lot of flowers for the 50-year hip hop anniversary the last year, and now we on 51. And I see them still throwing them at you, just like as I'm doing now, man. You know, I salute the legends, bro. Like in my eyes, you a motherfucking legend. You my friend, but you a legend.
Man, you my brother.
You know
We
what I'm
all
saying?
we all legends.
You know what I'm saying?
And we gotta
We've been there for a
continue.
long time building this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like even when you talk about Monte and Baby D, like Big man from them, like yeah, we like people don't understand. I'm from the Bronx, but I've been there. I helped build this
Yeah,
part. Like, I used to stay in Baby D's house, my nigga, when he had the condo downtown. If he
there you
still got
go.
it, I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
you
that's
know what I'm
what's up,
saying?
brother.
Like, y'all my family, man. I used to go pick up motherfucking Jelly at the airport.
There you
You know
go.
what I'm saying? Take him to the hotel and then come pick him up later so he can go get his White Castle
My
hamburgers in the
castles.
Bronx.
Listen,
After the
man,
event,
listen.
at 5 o'clock in the morning. And
Late.
niggas like,
Listen,
yo,
man.
hold on. There's a White Castle on Times Square. You like, nah, I don't want these. And take
Go
them
go
back
to
to the hotel at downtown.
That's right. Listen, man. Listen,
It's
man, brother. I
love.
appreciate this conversation, man. I appreciate it. Whatever else you need me for, please let me know. You know,
So what's
I'm
going
about to.
on? No, I appreciate you, man. Like, what's
Mhm.
the next move for you for this year, for the next 5 years, for the next 10 years?
I
What are
mean,
you and what are you and doing? What are you and the family doing? What is the camp doing? What is DJ Jelly doing? What is the
I
future
mean
of the
the
future
camp,
of the future?
the camp is putting it down on the retail side still. So like I was telling you, we had a restructure in the conversation earlier. So the camp side is putting it down on that side. As far as DJ Jelly, I'm out here really consulting a lot of artists, old and new, um, on their projects. And really, man, I'm being more involved with storytelling and really being able to tell these
What
stories.
does that mean, storytelling?
I mean, just really getting out here talking about Atlanta, like all of Atlanta, not just bits and pieces of Atlanta, but having people understand what
But
Atlanta is about in terms
is
of
it about
entertainment.
Atlanta or is it about Georgia? That's what sometimes I be getting
Listen, no,
confused,
no,
man.
it's about the history of Georgia, the history of Atlanta, and people around the world
Georgia.
don't understand it. Right? People don't understand it. So I'm going out here and letting them know what really is going on. I'm one of the people getting
Yeah,
involved, whether it's through
'cause I love
documentaries or whatever.
Augusta. I love Savannah.
All
You
of it.
know
I'm
what I'm
shouts
saying?
out to
Like,
Swainsboro.
yeah,
I'm heading out to Swainsboro in the
yeah,
morning.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like, the districts, bro. Like,
yeah.
it's always like it is what it is, man. I've been to all of them, we have been. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go to Florida, like people always just think about Miami and then you forget about all the other infrastructure, man. Like there's 12 cities in there that we've been touring for years, TJ, then,
There you go.
Jelly. It's the family. Like I said, bro. I remember every time I touched down in Atlanta, come see you, bro. You had a package for me in terms of those DVDs, bro. Like you was really coming out. Like, what was the antithesis really behind that?
Man, it's about people hearing this music and seeing it. Go back to our conversation about acceptance. I want people to see what's going on and what we do. Here you are. I want you to understand what we do. I want you to feel what we do. You start with that is just giving people the experience. You have to do it. And I need
So
everybody to come to Atlanta.
you got a whole lot of content, right, off of that. Like, what is the
Yep.
long-term vision now? Now what we here in the future? Because you got, bro, you must have at least 10 years or
It's
more.
about easy. It's about telling these stories and telling
20?
the
Would you
journey.
say 20?
Huh?
Would you say 20 years of content?
Easy. Easy.
Easy, right?
More than that.
More
But
than
yeah,
that.
easy.
And that, yeah,
Yeah, more than
no,
that.
I'm with you.
More than
I'm
that.
with you. Like you've been doing it. Yeah,
It's
because
only the
20 will
beginning.
put you at what? At And motherfucking 2004. So yeah, we
Man,
talking
listen,
about at least
30,
30,
35 next
30,
year.
35. Yeah.
Since I was a
I'm
teen, you know?
37.
Yeah. Yeah. So I
Yeah,
mean it ain't
yeah,
go
yeah,
it's only
yeah,
the
yeah.
beginning. The history part of Atlanta entertainment of the 90s and now is just starting now. So you at the beginning of it. Whereas, you know,
You are the beginning of that.
I'm one of
And
the
then,
people at the
yeah, but you
beginning of
know,
it.
even when you talk about Shy like, yo, I know all respect, man, but he's from New York.
It don't matter. No, look, you got to understand something. All the great people and great content and experiences aren't just from Georgia. It's
Okay.
like New York. Like everybody
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
from
yeah, yeah,
everywhere,
yeah. We
and people got
influence
to
one
accept
another.
that.
You know,
But
I'm
what's
playing with
important
you.
is right. What's important is the cause and the care and the love for Georgia and Georgia
Yes, sir.
culture. Period.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you know, I spent so much time out there, man. Like, you know, I'm the Boricua out there, man, and I supported you guys for so many years, man. So, what is the next move for you, bro? Like where you at, Jelly? Like, yo,
No, what I'm
are
saying
you
is
looking at?
I'm
No,
at
no, no.
I'm
Let
at
me
a
ask you a question. Nah. Are you looking like to develop a label? Like, you know,
no,
like I'm
I
watching
don't
that
really
my
want to
business.
label.
Okay.
I'm more of a person that can consult a label, but I don't want to develop a label. That ain't my thing. I'm more into developing artists. I've always been about that. Period. Since day
Are
one.
you developing
And it ain't
nothing
gonna
now?
never stop.
Anything now?
Absolutely. Shouts out to Chico Fue. Shouts out to
Yeah.
shouts out to shouts out to John Williams, the flautist out of
Okay.
Southwest Atlanta.
Okay.
Um, Man, shouts out to Gangsta Wick, who used to be Wicked in Ghetto Mafia. I mean, it don't
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
I'm here as a professional cheerleader, and I mean that in the greatest and most manly terms. It's real.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
we
real.
men, bro. You know, ain't no
Yeah,
time
I'm
for
just letting.
all that
No, I'm
shit,
just saying,
man.
don't take it lightly. Don't take it
Yeah,
lightly. It ain't
Now
about
you
that.
serious
It's
about
about
your shit.
me really getting behind these folks and really helping.
So
And I've
that's where
always
you
been
at.
about that.
Like, you really want to develop artists at this point for the next generation.
Absolutely.
What's your
Absolutely.
drive? What's your drive behind that, man? Like for me, it's
You
like
know what my
it gotta
drive
be some
is?
positive shit.
No, it's gotta be positive, but I think it's
Like with
about
like with the kids with the Dow twins, you know what I'm saying? Like them youngins, man, everything is positive, man. So you see what
man.
I'm on, man.
Speaking of that, shouts out to Prince Jacob, Mark
Yeah,
Jacob, the young dude
yeah,
doing this thing in Atlanta. Man,
yeah.
young boy, 11 years old, he really putting it down. And speaking of the young, I saw Mary J. Blige posted the group that she's messing with these young dudes, and it's so hard. They were redoing Tevin Campbell's "Alone" song. She got some young boys in the studio.
Oh,
I was so turned up when I saw it a couple nights ago. I was like, wow, they young. They probably ain't even 18 yet. I
that's
was
where
like,
we
they
at,
sounded
man.
pretty good. I love that. I love the. I love.
Nah. We need
Hey,
more of that.
listen. I'm working right now with
I'm waiting
Atlanta.
for your kids.
Listen, all right. Shouts out to all my six. Listen, hey. Speaking of that, I'm working with Atlanta public school system right now on a talent show that we
Oh
developing
yeah,
for
what's
the
that about?
springtime
So put
before
it
they
out
get
there.
out.
What's that about?
Man, we about to do it. I'm not gonna say the high school yet because I don't want to be out there yet. But
Okay.
we literally been meeting the past 4 days, and we about to get these young talents outlet. Like it's real, bro.
You know, I got
It's
my
real.
proclamation from Byron Amos, man. You know, the city of
I love
Atlanta.
it. I love
So
it.
yeah, I got the endorsement of the Atlanta City Council.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, man. I got to get out here and go to this meeting.
Let's
I
make
love
that
you
next magic.
to death, bro. Let's go, man.
Let's make that next
I
magic
appreciate
happen.
you. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you 100%.
How can they get at you, man, and everything that you got working?
Huh?
How can they get at you for everything you got going on and working, bro?
Make sure you follow me at the real DJ Jelly, TheReal DJ Jelly on Twitch, on IG, on TikTok, and Facebook. My Facebook game horrible, even though grown folks on. Hey, Follow me at the Real DJ Jelly on
Man, stop all
Facebook.
that, man.
And I
I
love
need to
y'all, my
figure out how to
brother.
get together. You know what
All
I'm
right.
saying? And make all this shit right, man. Before we bow out, hold on a second, man. I'm gonna let jump on, man. Shout you out real quick. Yo, come on, man. We're gonna make this a short one tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you can hear me.
I
Yeah,
hear you, man.
of course, we know a lot of the same people. I was hearing names, my brain was going crazy. Like, of course, you mentioned like Big Ump. I remember them having, so many record stores and being a sound scan store and how they was breaking records and stuff. And I had met
Mm-hmm.
Baby D at the Billboard Awards. I think it was 2004 when
Wow.
I think it was when BMF was down there and Ooh Wee, the rapper Ooh
Yep.
Wee was like
Ooh
17
wee.
and they had a bus with his picture on it. He was 17 years
Mm-hmm.
old and he was down there. They had a whole floor at the hotel. That was the year that Beyonce's father, Matthew knows, was the um, what you call it, keynote speaker. Also heard you mention Bobby Brown. My nephew, Smooth B from Nice and Smooth Group, they were like background for Bobby Brown for the longest, and they still close now. Matter of fact, when Smooth B's wife passed, they had her repast at Bobby Brown's house. So they still
Wow.
good now. And I like,
That's dope.
with me being from retail, of course, the stores that was on, all the stores like Tobago at DBS and
Shouts
Yeah.
out to Tobago, my brother.
yep,
DBS.
and the people at Jump Street Records back in the day and Worldwide Records that was on
And Jazz,
uh
Earwax,
yep,
Tali,
that's the one
Let
that's
me
the
Jazz,
one I
know. Let
couldn't
me
think
know.
of.
Darren Davis, my brother. Rest
Your
in peace.
Earwax was the one I couldn't
Yep.
think of, man. They were fantastic down there with the
They just
vinyl and
they
stuff.
just they just had an exhibit here too.
Yep.
Last month. It was crazy.
And
Yeah.
I dealt with Criminal Records all over the year. And I
Mm-hmm.
can't think of the lady up north, some of the stores up north, I can't think of them. But anyway,
Michelle, North Georgia Compact
there
Disc,
you go, North
Michelle.
Georgia. There you go. Yeah, I couldn't think of that. But yeah, of course, we know a lot of the same people. And the profile picture I got now is Cash Out, the one that had the record Cashing Out. I actually was distributing the single in 2012 before he got his deal with L.A. Reid. As you know, it went
Mm-hmm.
gold and then platinum. He's from
Mm-hmm.
Columbus, Georgia, and I guess
Yeah, he
they
is. Shouts out to his mama, and I know his daddy too on the radio. Michael Long. I mean,
Oh,
not Michael Long, but Michael. What's his father's name?
he
He's
said, I
at
know his
Columbus.
daddy.
Yeah.
But let me tell you this. Let me tell you some other people's on here right quick. We got Dorel P out of Chicago. That's with the red and black background. He's a record label, a studio, and an artist manager. We got the out of Chicago. We got Queen Karen
Yeah.
G and the Garrisons out of Washington D.C. We got DJ Chill out of New Jersey. He has a whole lot of history with the Wu-Tang Clan. He worked with the Wu-Tang Clan. He's a
Chill.
Yeah,
top,
that's
and
right.
he's also one of the top DJs on the Clubhouse app. So if you're on
Okay.
Clubhouse, that's somebody you definitely
Yeah.
want to know.
I'm on Clubhouse, definitely.
Then this young lady here named Artist with a 2A. She's an up and coming singer out of Los Angeles, and she's trying to learn the business, know what to do, how to get out here, how to contact. Another guy was on here earlier named Don SZN. He's from there too. Young man, A1 Yellow Man is somebody I just met recently on Instagram and told him about the show today and told him to jump on and listen and learn. So that's what they're doing. And last but not least, multi-platinum Grammy Award winner singer-songwriter Michael Calhoun for the legendary group, co-founder of the legendary group, the Daz Band, with that song "Let It Whip,"
That's
whip it,
bad.
baby. You remember that? You might be too
Come
young to
on,
remember
man.
that. And that's it.
How about that? How about that song they had Heartbeat? I was
Yeah,
making
Heartbeat.
slow. I
Yep.
started making slow tapes when I was a teen off of that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that ain't
that's
your
what's up.
uniform right there.
Oh, yo, can I give a shout out? I gotta give a shout out to Chef
Come on,
Michelle
we
over
about
there
to wrap
making
up.
the pizzas, bro. You gotta come to Atlanta and get Chef Michelle pizzas and paninis. For real. I'm telling you,
Where
y'all
they at? Let me
playing.
see that. Let me see that. You got the pizza already?
No, I already ate it up. I mean, she in the kitchen putting it down right now, her and her crew. It's incredible. Y'all gotta come to Atlanta, we're gonna do it up big, bro. All
Where
right.
they
What's
at?
up?
Downtown or something?
What's up, A1? What's up, A1?
A1, what up?
What people doing, man? How everybody doing, man? I hope everybody blessed.
What's up, bro?
Man, just
Come
chilling,
on.
man. You know, trying to network, trying to tap in. You know what I mean? Been doing music for a long time. You know, I could have, back in the day, a few years, back when I first started, I could have scored a deal with Virgin Records. You know, I was doing stuff with Sugar Free. I'm producing stuff for Sugar Free before already. Corrupt. I actually
Sugar Free
produced
from the West Coast?
Yeah, actually, I'm from the West Coast. But I live
that's
in
what's up.
Boy.
Arizona.
Shouts out to Sugar.
Yeah, I worked on that project, that original, the one that Big Gotti, CJ Genovese, and Corrupt was on it. It was called The Original. So I produced on that. You know what I mean? But at the time, when I was doing all that stuff, I ran into some stuff, got in trouble. Went to the joint out here in Arizona. So when I came,
real life stuff. I'm with you.
right.
I'm with you.
So it was kind of hard to get back in touch with them. You know what I mean? So I actually just been still doing my thing throughout the years, producing. You know what I mean? And had to get back out and rebuild the setup, so I could be able to, produce and make beats because, I produce and everything like that. So, I do all my work.
Got you.
Right here.
Dope.
I edit videos too. I do green screen video. You know what I mean?
Okay, A1, just follow DJ Jelly on Instagram, the real DJ Jelly.
The real DJ Jelly.
Him. And
hey,
anybody
fellas.
else is on else on the call, I'll give you their Instagram because we connected on Instagram. I'll give you the information for anybody else that's on the call and let you know about all the future stuff. This is his first time on here, Manny.
No, we good. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you shouting us out, man. Yo, Jelly, man, you my brother. I appreciate you tapping in on the Syndicate Talk Network, man. We family for years, man. We gonna keep tapping in, tapping out, man, as we do what we do every day. You feel me, brother?
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, brother. Love. All right.
Keep building, man. Nothing but love, baby.
I'm waiting on y'all to get back to Atlanta, man. Come on, let's go. Shouts out to mom.
You already know.
Shouts out to mommy. Give mommy some love, man.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you so much, man.
All right, brother.
You got my record? You got my record?
Huh?
I'm asking coming if you got my record, my outro.